Because you are that, you are capable, you are gifted, and you are so unique. All of the things that you may hate about yourself are your strengths. It's okay to be soft. It's okay to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just be you. The world awaits to receive you.
Y'all know how I'm gonna start this.
Bitch, I'm back. I'm popular the man. Bitch, I'm back. I'm popular the man.
I'm back. Hey. Welcome to Uncensored Enlightenment Talk. And you're here with your host, Grace Levi, tonight on a Sunday. You ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got nothing to do but talk about this stuff that's going on. We got some celebrity news and also we got local news. You know what we do. So we're going to start off with the celebrity news, get right with it so we can move on into our major topic. Now, we've been doing the stream a little bit different since we've been able to stream on Rumble, trying to kill two birds with one stone. Shout out to Rumble. Hey, Uncensored Enlightenment Talk family. Thank you for being with us last week. This is our second week. So what we do in the first part of the broadcast, since we're streaming right now on YouTube as well, we try to keep it politically correct as possible. Okay. Once we feel, or I feel I'm about to get reckless, then we're going to have to cut the broadcast short. We may still stay on Instagram for a while because Instagram is, a lot of the information that I share too is already on Instagram. So they give us a little leeway. So YouTube, no disrespect. I love you guys, but you already know what they be doing at Grace Levi. Okay. So I want to start off. This one is specifically for YouTube. And YouTube. Let me stop. Because I'm going to say, I told you so. Now that Grace Levi and also the Pocket Watchers, I'm going to give him the first shout out, okay, for actually talking about the truth in the situation, how Tasha K possibly, allegedly, caught a TKO, okay? Technical knockout, technically knocked her, out. You know, I got to instigate. So now you have the mainstream that's coming in and say, ooh, hold on one second. I wanted to add something. Yeah, this is what I wanted to do. Now you got the mainstream coming and saying Cardi B may never get a $4 million defamation payout after the YouTuber who owes her files for bankruptcy. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, this is what we've been saying from the beginning. Ain't that's what we had say? See, you gotta kind of read and know law and know what you're talking about. But just because the mainstream just come out and say what they want when they want to, how they want to, and people just run with it, now we get the the truth and the facts. Even though we didn't get a lot of spins on that video, somebody watched it. Anybody who's watching Grace Levi. So Cardi B sued YouTuber Latasha Kebe in 2019. This is just like, a little refresher for the video she made about the rapper. Cardi B won $4 million in damages and legal fees, with Kebe and her company now owing. But she may never get that money, as Kebe has filed for bankruptcy, court documents say. So as we went over Chapter 11 bankruptcy, we ain't going to do it tonight. That's a little dry, but we broke it all down for you. She's basically reallocating her debt, okay? And Cardi B actually has to negotiate with her. That's just how it works in Chapter 11 bankruptcy, as well as what we told you. Tasha K is going to have rights to even take out business loans with different interest rates and things like that, because in the state of Georgia specifically, this is a business state. Most of the funds come from small business owners, so they try their best to keep small business owners alive. Okay, so check it out. The YouTuber who owes Cardi B $4 million for a defamation lawsuit filed for bankruptcy, meaning she may never end up paying. In 2019, we know that Cardi sued Kibi, who has over 1 million subscribers on her page. Now, according to the mainstream, where they want to say now, allegedly, Cardi B alleged that Kibi went on a malicious campaign against her because of obsession or obsessed. The lawsuit claims Kibi made false statements about Cardi B, whose real name is Balconies A. Okay. In several videos, including that she had tested P for H and drug abuse. Okay. The trial took place in January 2012 with a jury finding Kibi guilty. But before we do that, guess what I got? Y'all don't even know what this paper is. This is my access to Pacer. Okay, so if you don't have your access, I have mine. You can get yours easily. We're going to review the Cardi B and Tasha K case, okay? Word for word, and not with allegedly and people feelings. You know I'm gonna put my little 1-2 in it, but we're gonna read this in the next week or so. I got a lot going on, so most likely we're gonna try to get to it next weekend because I got a lot going on. Okay, we got an event going on this Thursday. Want to make sure that we're ready for that event. If you don't know about it, I will be showing y'all about the event. You already know. It's Juneteenth is coming up, so we're celebrating Black-owned businesses. So, but back to the topic. I got my pacer, so we will be reading the actual case of Tasha K versus Cardi B and kind of highlighting how Miss Kibi actually lost the case. And then we're going to evaluate it from a research perspective, knowing that I'm a legal nursing consultant and I research law and I have been taught formally how to do so. We're going to do that. Okay. Yeah. So now the mainstream, just to close off, when they say Kibi tried to countersue but had her case dismissed for lack of evidence. This is the game, but trust, I'm coming for everything. This is what Cardi said, I'm coming for everything. After the verdict, adding whatever BHMM. I don't know what the acronym. Okay. That which mean B better have my money. I'm like, what does that mean? I'm such an old lady. Like, what does that mean? There's too many acronyms for me. Okay, so yeah, Cardi B has been going hard. Pretty much like I'm gonna get my money. I'm gonna take everything from you. I don't care what's going on. You hurt my feelings. Nothing more than feelings. So now Cardi B has been spending all of this money to continue to pursue Tasha K. And as I told you guys prior when we talked about this with my little bit of views, it's okay that everything that she puts in post-trial is actually on Cardi B. So if she wants to continue to pursue Tasha K like a little, just spend all your money, do what you got to do on top of giving her publicity. So according to the papers seen by Insider, $46,750 of Kiwi asset was tied up in auto loans on 2001 Chevrolet. The bankruptcy paper also listed $750 of furniture. Is pretty low debt. And they're talking about all the things that Pocket Watcher went in, some of it. And if y'all didn't see the actual bankruptcy papers, Pocket Watchers went over it, and I do appreciate him going over it. So I just want to give y'all a heads up. Grace Levi got her pacer, and we will be going over the Tasha K and Cardi B actual lawsuit next week, okay? Okay? We're going to be reading it. No more speculations, okay? Now, we're going to be moving on into our next topic, and our next topic is actually a pop-up. I didn't even put it in the header. Let's talk about Kanye West. I got a little more insight to his behavior because I couldn't even make a comment on his behavior. The only thing that I love was him really standing up for himself and standing up for the tribes, okay? And it's saying that, we are the Semitic people. I appreciate that. But the guy's kind of off his rocket. Whoever want to represent God, I'm just going to let you do it because, Jesus was a rebel. If you don't know, now you know. All right. But we got Kanye West on the screen. I know you Instagram can't see it, but we got my boy on the screen. And he looking a little crazy when I met him and crazy when I left him. Now, Kanye West went to church wearing or donning a football looking outfit with the shoulder pads, tight pants, little booty looking like a little football player, got the calves and everything. And he just living his best life. Then you see his wife, whoever she is, I don't know what's going on with that, looking like the Grim Reaper, the creeper, looking like she ready to do an S&S commercial. Okay, coming in the church. Now we understand that you want to make a statement, but at the end of the day, this looks very satanic. So that's why I'm confused about Kanye West, because I don't know if he's trying to represent the tribes, the people of God, or he's actually trying to just practice blasphemy. Just put us out there and get us in trouble because you trying to say you the original tribes and you acting stupid. Okay, we don't act like that. We don't act like that. Okay, calling Jesus one minute, then looking like death. Now, this is what I want to say, because I listen to just everybody and everything, and now you're gonna be like, oh Lord, she was listening to. No, this guy was actually. Was he a pastor? No, he was not a pastor. Okay, so I don't remember the Pacific Resource, the name, but I will be able to share it with you guys. Basically, he was giving us some insight of why Kanye West may be acting the way he acts, especially when it comes to his image and his likeness. And it really made sense to me. Basically, what he was saying is, just like Prince, Kanye West has sold himself to the devil, okay, in contracts and things like that. So when you don't read the fine print of contracts, you find yourself in bad situations, which in these fine prints sometimes include, allegedly, you not even being able to distribute your own product by yourself. Your likeness is under control and behaviors are under control. So the example that this person used, which was amazing, because I'm telling you, this is not my thoughts, but it was just great because I was like, wow, it makes sense. Just the same way Prince went on the stage when he performed as Prince and he had the word slave on his face. This is the same thing that Kanye's doing to a certain extent. This is why Prince had to change his name to the artist formerly known as Prince, because that name was bought and sold and controlled. And when he figured it out, he had to create a new entity to, represent himself. Now, what Kanye did when he went to allegedly to the Alex Jones show, okay, they said that he put this thing on his face and he was changing his voice and calling himself Ye, not Yeezy, and not the other names that are contract, and was able to basically, say what he wanted to say, allegedly. Now, when most of us look at that Alex Jones show, we like, what the hell happened to Kanye West? Lost his mind. He got a mask on his face. He's talking in a kid like a character voice. He's saying these outrageous things. But he may be in the process of allegedly trying to make himself over and defining a new role of who his character is in Hollywood versus what they own, who they own, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to give Kanye the benefit of the doubt, but this football outfit ain't kicking it. Okay. I don't know what he got going on. And then Miss 666, okay, with the bowl on her shirt and looking, I'm just going to stop. We're going to stop. Okay, baby. I just wanted to break that down a little bit. Just that it's just a different perspective of what may be happening with Kanye West, because I can't figure it out. Like I said, I was excited about him saying certain things, but I'm like, oh, Black Jesus, this man done lost his mind, but I know you got him. Amen. All right, so now we're gonna get into this a little bit of trash news. Y'all know I'm gonna have to do it because these Ike and Tina stay trending. Okay. Now I was just talking about Ike and Tina Jr. last week, where Blueface was saying, "Hey, telling his other baby mother, you gonna have to take care of her baby because she trash and she was in somebody else's face planning all types of stuff." Now, let's look at what happened 2 days ago. It seemed like Bonnie and Clyde now got their back together and they running the damn streets, and she preggo and they still acting crazy. Okay, Blueface and Chrisean Rock has been in the news consistently over the past few months. Overall, their relationships is on the rocks, and it happened while Miss Rock is pregnant, as we know. Moreover, it seems like Blue has rekindled his relationship with his first baby mother. That's what we figured out before. They have been going on a slew of days. She has even picked him up from jail the other day. So she was the one that picked him up from jail because that came out. I was like, I'm not about to report on every single thing this fool do. That's just like, it's like following Jaguar Wright. I can't be reporting on everything Jaguar Wright do. She in it to win it. You be stressed out following him every day. So as for why Blue is in jail, well, he has been arrested on a felony robbery charge, and that was important. What are you doing? What we got going on? Felony robbery charge. This all took place while he was in court for a hearing on his attempted murder. Now we need to figure out what this is about. Okay, arrested on felony robbery charge. Ultimately, this arrest is subsequent to charge with bits of a surprise. However, TMZ now has some reporting on what allegedly went down. As the report detailed, Blueface, Krishan Rock, and some friends were at the Palms Hotel in Los Angeles. While out and about, a woman came up to them and told Krishan how much of a fan she is, although she also made it a point to explain that she didn't like Blue. From there, Krishan allegedly punched her, and Blueface allegedly swiped her phone and mocked her. That's why I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all the other day? I said, don't tell them I'm talking about them, because them just want to punch you in the face. They just did I not make a prediction? Oh my God. I done hit it again. Okay. No type of behavior, no type of discretion. Literally, this man plays her like a piece of trash and a fiddle, and then she's pregnant and has the nerve to assault someone. Now, if someone would have hurt her or injured the baby, then the whole internet would have been up and raw, like, oh, but look at this. This is acceptable. This is great. Great representation of our young generation. Ike and Tina. Blueface allegations even gets worse. The woman also says she got her phone back from Blueface, but things eventually turned a whole lot uglier as she was punched again before falling to the ground. Allegedly, she alleges that Blueface kicked her while she was down. This is a whole boy. It's a boy. He's not a man. Hotel surveillance footage seemingly showcase what went down. Despite all of this, Krishan Rock has not been arrested for the alleged incident. Meanwhile, Blueface has already been charged, all while posting bail. Because he probably didn't tell on her, but that video going to tell on Krishan. Baby, don't think because you pregnant, you can't go to jail, okay? All right? I know, I've heard of plenty of pregnant women who went to jail and had that baby chained to the bed. Go ahead and think that you Bonnie and Clyde. Go ahead. I don't mean to put that on you, baby, but you put it on yourself. Okay. Overall, this is a situation that is still very much developing right now, although it is clear that the drama involving the rapper and his ex won't be dying down anytime soon. So we're going to keep our eye on that. And that was brought to you by Hot News Hip Hop. Let me see. Is this something else? Blueface respond. Oh, okay. Now I do want to talk about this Blueface. Blueface. I don't care about him, but Chris, this one Charleston White. I ain't talking about this fool in a long time, and if y'all know, I don't feel Charleston White. I think he's an old crackhead. God forgive me. That's just what I see. He like Pookie low and high, and he basically he like what's that guy? He did call him right. That's what he called him. Let's read what Blueface said, because I totally agree with Blueface in this note. Okay, this idiot. Okay, so let's go to the publisher website. Hold on. Did I pull up the wrong thing again? Let me move that off the screen. I agree with Blueface on this one. Yeah, he called. Okay. Let me see. Okay, this is according to the source. Hopefully, the source don't be trying to copyright me and stuff, because you know they be all weird. Let's see how this goes. So the source gives detail about Blueface's response to Charleston White calling him a modern day Ike and Tina. Most of us are calling him that, and I agree with Charleston White on that note. But Charleston White is a whole crackhead, so he need to take a whole glass of shut the hell up. So the world has been taking front row seats to Blueface and Chris Rock's toxic relationship, and it seems both parties can't seem to keep their personal life off of social media. We know. Inserts Charleston White, who added his 2 cents to the matter. The media personality and entrepreneur. What entrepreneur? I want to see what type of businesses he have. For real, because that's a joke. Tell me what business you have. I will put his name in and tell me what town. We'll figure out where he got businesses. I will figure it out because that man, please, he is just up here talking shit to y'all. Y'all just watching him, giving him YouTube money. Recently, and giving this old crackhead interviews like he's a wise old man. What the hell wrong with the black community giving Charleston White interviews and paying him like he a wise old black man? This man is an old crackhead. Want to be at the corner. The media personality and alleged entrepreneur recently made a bold statement comparing Blueface erratic behavior towards Krishan to that of Ike Turner to the late Tina Turner. White took his Instagram to call Blueface a modern day Ike Turner. He said, Blueface gotta give you your coins, nigga. You are the modern day Ike Turner because there's no other musician, there is no other artist who I see fill the shoes of an abused love. I just want to remind you, young brothers, whoever you is and what you is, you're abusing these girls. You are demonstrating some of the most foul and disrespectful behavior that any black man could display publicly to his baby mother. But this is the same man. That's what I'm saying. He's a walking contradiction because how can you even talk like that when you was literally calling Tasha K all these and calling all these other women bees, the King Von mother bees, and it don't matter what the situation is. If you respect women the way you saying in this statement, allegedly, you wouldn't treat no woman like that. So Charleston White could take a whole glass of shut the up from me, okay, from Grace Levi, because all this is a contradiction. This is y'all black hero, a crackhead. Okay. I'm gonna get on him because I agree with both their statement because he is Ike Turner, and this is what I think he want to say to you. So of course, Blueface not take any type of hate or negative accusation lightly. Blueface comment under No Jumper post stated, "It's a mouse in a house," paired with a rabbit house and laugh face emoji. The comment currently has over. What the hell does he mean? Hold up. See, Blueface didn't even come back right. Blueface does not. Okay. Blueface comment under the No Jumper post. It's a mouse in a house paired with a rabbit, house and laughing face. Wow. Mouse in the house. Okay, maybe I don't know what that means. Okay. But all I know that Charleston White ain't nothing but a crackhead next door. You would need to watch out, always trying to fix somebody's stuff and breaking this shit. That's what he really is. So I just wanted to add that about Charleston White because I don't like him. I don't like him. And it's a shame that the black community even take the time to interview some fool like that. And please tell me what type of business do Charleston White have? Please, please tell me. And how do he get to be Mr. of who is positive and who is not when he don't even have a line of discretion? Let me explain to you, black man and black woman, if you respect black men and black women, it doesn't matter what black man or black woman it is, you will have a level of discretion for the community, Mr. Community Alleged Leader. I don't know what the hell you do, what you have done, but cause trouble and mayhem and just talk shit with your sick looking face. Charleston White, your face looks sick. It's just disgusting. It disgusts me. Okay, I'm sorry. Whew, let it off my chest. Okay, let's move on. Now that we got to all of our celebrity news, we're going to go to a break right now. We're going to get to some local news. We got some things coming up, and then we're going to get to the controversy. You already know YouTube. When we go to the controversy, we're going to have to go. But if you don't know, now you know. We're having an event Juneteenth in Atlanta on where is my I had it right up. Oh, everything was so perfect. I'm gonna put it on right now. Let's just put the damn thing on. All right, all right. So I'm gonna put the information for our actual Juneteenth event. Is June 15th. It's an after work mixer for business owners. If you have a business, come down there and market, exchange your business cards. It's gonna be in the metro area of Atlanta. It's gonna be a great event. We're gonna have vendors there. We're gonna have a little shooby, a little bit of food. Just make it nice and quaint for us. We're gonna share our good, our bad, our ugly of what goes on as a Black business owner, and some of the things that we have done to try to get out of ruts, things that we have did to elevate it. So it's all about Black elevation, baby. If you don't like it, oh well. Now let's move forward. We're going to be moving into local news. Mayor Adams in New York. Now last week we were talking about in Chicago, it was all of these immigrants inside of the police station. And come to find out, that police station was in a Black neighborhood. Yeah, Black people say, come on in, take my job. Come on in, cause me problems. Come on in, take the resources. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm being honest. As I get older, I'm sounding like them old white men. But when you understand economy, you understand how things go in your particular community, you know when things are not good. Okay. And certain moves like this is nada. All right. So Mayor Adams want New York to welcome migrants into their home. Who says that? Who says that? Oh, the asylum seeker crisis is a national crisis that needs a national solution. How did we get involved? We have a national crisis here. Let me just read this before I start going on a rant. But we're doing our part to help our brothers and sisters in New York City. Join us now in City Hall. Now, Mayor Eric Adams says the next step in providing shelter for migrants is to use the private homes of New Yorkers. There are residents who are suffering right now because of economic challenge. They have spare rooms, Adams said. Oh my God, you're going to move them in and they're going to move you out. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Allegedly. There are residents who are suffering right now because of economic challenge. So they're trying to pay on the fact that you need help. Now, just the other day, I'm on the buyback team. I said we may need to cohabitate as people, but that's family. That's people that you know here. And I'm not against immigration because I already told you guys, I am a first generation. I was born here, but my grandmother came here. Okay, both grandmothers, but they did so legally. My grandmother came from Barbados. I don't know if she won the lotto, but she came here on Ellis Island. And my other grandmother came from Haiti. She won the lotto. She told me about that story all the time. I pray to Saint Joseph, and then I won the lottery, and then I came. Okay, that's how we got here. So I just have to respect the process, because when you have people coming in undocumented and all types of stuff, that's resources that's being allocated to people that we don't know, that's not actually within the system, putting money back in the system. That's my thing. Because if you're going to be taking taxes from me and I barely could benefit from it, more taxes, you ain't going to be spending it on this stuff and then tell me why the taxes are still going up. Why they trying to create basically a consumption tax. We talked about that. Y'all know, because y'all up into this gossip, y'all better be paying attention to the economy. A consumption tax of 30%, and they trying to start that in Georgia. And that's consumption tax of every single thing you consume, not one single thing, okay? Okay? So you're thinking not getting taxes on your paycheck, but you'll be getting taxed on every single item 30%. Now, on top of that, while we're in the rut and they're changing laws all crazy, I want to make sure y'all can hear me, because sometimes I go off of the rut and then y'all can't hear me. Okay, y'all can hear me. They changing laws all crazy. Then they going to bring this in. Don't think that the Black community don't know what the hell is going on. See, got the patriots that be talking. I understand what y'all talking about. Okay, you just got to let us ease on the way that we going to ease on into this. Black people, if you don't realize what's going on, you're going to be up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Miss Wilson, I got to tell y'all, one of the great Black philosophers that I will share with y'all. I share on Black American Homeschool. He talk about economy. He talks about how technology was going to advance and wipe out basically high technology jobs. I know I'm kind of going off a rant here, but all of this got to do with us. This all got to do with our economy and the literally, you thought it was a conspiracy. The alleged move towards wiping away the middle class. Okay, I see the writing on the wall. I'm over here trying to maneuver like, whoa, I'm not about to be wiped out. We about to catapult real quick. Cause yeah, you gotta plan and strategize while they're trying to take all the property and do everything. But this may be another way of taking property allegedly, because if you get somebody in your apartment, then you can't pay the rent. You can never kick them out. They possibly kick you out. And I never heard no laws like that. But baby, if you ain't paying rent, you think you're gonna be able to take the person who's paying rent to court? Oh, the mayor made comments while announcing a faith-based shelter partnership upward to 50 houses of worship will accept single men seeking asylum. Ooh, you better not be taking the men. You better take the women. You better take the women and the kids. And that's another thing, y'all. I don't know. These people be showing all them conspiracy videos. They showed a whole lot of immigrants coming in looking just men, looking just regular. They was all walking. They had good clothes, nothing shaggy, bottles of water, book bags, ear pods and shit. I was like, whoa, who's this? What's this going on? They're like, these are the immigrants. I was like, immigrants? Oh, where the hell they coming from? Texas? To Texas? All right. We can take, okay, so this is what they want to do. More than 70,000 migrants has come to the city. 70,000. They're trying to replace the people who died from COVID, allegedly. We're working people. Allegedly, that's the conspiracy. That's what they be saying. We got to bring it up so y'all can be like, nah, that ain't the truth. And then you start evaluating it like, wait a minute. Okay, 70,000 migrants came over here. We got AI taking over. Can't get a job. Minimum wage still they make $15. The inflation on the homes is out of control, which leads down to the rent being out of control. Homelessness is out of control. Okay, let's keep moving and reading the article. I just got to be dropping things to make you think on Uncensored. We don't just do allegedly, celebrity gossip and talk righteous about that shit. Okay. Oh, I said one curse today. Okay. We can take that 4.2 billion or 4.3 even maybe now that we potentially will have to spend, and we could put it back in the pockets of everyday New Yorkers. Okay, so you're already ready to spend $4.2 billion on the people that's coming over illegally, but then you got butt naked homeless people in Los Angeles, butt ball naked. Okay, where does it make sense here? I'm sounding like a white liberal. But guess what? That's not even what it is. Like I deal with common sense. We deal with economy here. You gotta be for real. Okay, this is ridiculous. So New Yorkers, you have Mr. Mayor Adams asking you guys to share your apartment with the migrants. Okay, they never said share your apartment with the homeless people because they really need you. They never said that because we don't have a homeless problem. But I'm not going to dig that in a hole. We're going to move on. As I talked about AI, guess who's protesting? Guess who's protesting? AI. Okay. Bollywood. What they call it? Hollywood. Okay. It's even a problem. Now I talk about the grocery stores because that should just get on my nerves. But everybody is being affected by this and possibly could be phased out. These people ain't stupid. All you got to do is right now, let me tell you, before I read this, I can literally go to an AI platform, type in a header, and get a whole bunch of IG posts for my whole month. Okay? Just so I can just post all in the calendar. Baby, I'll be like, okay, should I deal with this or should I deal with mankind? I want to charge me $1 million. I'll be torn too, baby, because sometimes you be trying to go the route that's a little bit cheaper, but then you end up like cutting your man out. Look at this. So they stressing. AI is not a person. Hollywood studios signs deal with directors as new technology becomes a flashpoint for striking writers. Okay, baby, we program the computers. Okay, just understand that we program. Everybody put all their input, but the computers are programmed to take that and to make it better, make it make sense, make it transmute faster. Okay, we done made something that's literally about to take over, allegedly. Okay, So Eric Hesser holds his sign on the picket line on the fourth day of the strike by the Writers Guild of America in front of Netflix in Hollywood. Look at that. California on May 5th, okay, just a few days ago. Hollywood loves a story where the world of robots and humans collide. And guess what? I think it's starting to happen. Think iRobot in Westworld, but employees are pushing back against becoming a reality in their work. Workers group in the industry have been fighting for safeguards against AI. So they're trying to put it in their contracts. Thank you for thinking ahead. You see what I'm saying? Black people, look at them. Look at them. They white. They thinking. No, I'm not making it a color thing, but we need to think. Okay? They strategizing. They like, oh, Black Jesus, something about to happen. So we're gonna have to put this in our contract for next year. Y'all ain't gonna be having no AI in here. So they are coming at it preventively, and I love that. Now, major studios have reached a tentative agreement with the Directors Union in the landmark move for the entertainment industry. They did it while they still got leverage. Okay, look at the strategy. Think about it. You got to move when you got leverage. Okay, we have concluded, just like how Tasha K moved, just when she was about to lose her leverage, she said, oh, I'm fighting. I'm sorry, I had to bring her back up. I'm fighting. Almost hit the floor. She said, leverage. I think I caught a TKO. Anyway, we have concluded a truly historic deal, okay? So they may have came to an agreement just for now. God in the American Negotiation Committee said in a statement Saturday when the deal was announced, as part of the agreement, wages will hike 5% in the first year of the contract, followed by 4% and 3.5% increase in subsequent years. That's nice. 19,000 member group. Other breakthroughs included revamping structures of pay residual, which is a form of royalty protections against novel technology threatening the jobs of directors. The agreement between directors and studios also include guides for use of AI. Now a major flashpoint among Hollywood labor unions. Entertainment industry employees fear that the powerful tech could do their jobs if the studio adopted these tools. And that's a lot of people who are afraid of that. Even like just secretaries, you can get everything online. You know, you can get a secretary online. You can get someone to pick up your phone from another country, you know, not have nobody. If you can work all online and don't have a physical location, these are things that you can do. Okay. So the DGA appears to have won protections against the AI in the tentative deal, with the guy starting that it has arrived to an agreement confirming that AI is not a person and that generatively AI cannot replace the dispute performed by members. The duties, I do apologize, the duties performed by members. For studios, this agreement can be a relief and likely averting the strike from the directors. So see, AI can write stuff, but you need people to direct people. You need people to see people and say, hey, do this like this, and this is more realistically. So while they still have leverage and they don't have AI about to do it all, this is what they got. Okay, so shout out to Hollywood directors who stood up for themselves, because they said, no, I'm not about to lose my job. So people in other industries, they may need to take that in account, that if they feel like their job is going to be, you know, on a line, that they may want to stand up. Okay, so now we're going to get into court on video. Teachers gone wild. Now we always talk about teachers going wild. We always talk about students going wild. Our school system is out of control. And look at this. I guess they thought they were just going to fight. It was just going to be over. And this is like they didn't. Nobody's going to know. These damn ladies. This is our adults. This is why I homeschool. I ain't about to play. They got to hear me.
Miami's Touchdown is working the story and joins us from Fort Lauderdale with the very latest.
Florida.
This happened at Dillard 6 through 12 here in Fort Lauderdale. According to the school district, it happened on Monday. The police department said it was after class was dismissed. Here's a look at some of the social media video that's going around right now. You hear bystanders yelling, "Stop it." According to social media posts, the woman in the brown skirt laid on the brawling teachers trying to stop it. Fort Lauderdale police say there are no charges that are filed in this case because no one wanted to prosecute. The school district, however, is a different story. In a statement, they said there was an altercation at the end of the day on Monday, June 5th, involving 2 teachers at Dillard 6 through 12. The situation was safely resolved. It went on to say that the district's special investigative unit is investigating. School board member at large Debbie Hickson said she's disappointed by what she sees.
We obviously want our teachers to model the behavior we'd like our students to see. So it's very disappointing, and I would say very inappropriate for teachers to have an altercation, especially on campus.
She said she wants more information about what happened and why. So do we. We reached out to the school district to see if those teachers were suspended or what led to that brawl. They said at this point it's under investigation. Contact the police department. We have asked for that report.
All right, teachers going wild. And then as she say, they're supposed to be using exemplary behaviors so our kids can behave the same. And obviously they have. That's why we have all them damn kids beating each other up, beating the teachers up. Welcome to America. Okay, where we do less learning, less reading, and more bullshit. Ooh, that's number 2. Sorry, that was really strong. Didn't mean to say it like that, but I'm just going to keep it real. This is our school system, and that's why many people are going towards homeschool. This is not acceptable. The mentality that they're putting in our kids is directly related to the school educational system, structure, and the people who are teaching it. We got a little bit more because we're going to be getting into the LGBTQ Don't disrespect. I didn't mean to. Sorry. Anyway, we're going to be getting into that soon. So once we get into that, we're actually going to be getting off of YouTube because YouTube is my best friend. All right. Yeah, I'm being sarcastic. So I just wanted to show you guys because I think it was Big Chew. Now, there was a specific comment when we were talking about Haiti, because I'm glad you made a comment because you know that's where my people's from. Sac passe. But there's a reason why Haiti is in the situation that we're in. It's not only just because we were the first black slaves to get out and fight and chop heads off, and then we were cut off from economy, you know, not being able to trade, then all of these natural disasters happen. Allegedly the biggest earthquake ever. You know, we just the mojo that's on Haiti. This ain't Joe. Now, what I wanted to clarify based on a comment as well, and I said you were 100% true. One of the reasons I believe that Haiti is sought by other countries is because of this. Never think that land in these other countries where America called third world country, a shit hole country allegedly, don't have more resources or just as much as the United States. Let's just so we can get a big perspective of what's really going on, because we still have some closed-minded people that don't realize that, baby, everybody's being used by a particular government, a particular nation, and the nation is united, allegedly. What is this? Oil. Jamani. This is Jamani, close to the border between Haiti and Dominica. Do also see in the other parts, you're going to see more, but we just this is what Haiti got, and this is what they want. So I just wanted to show you, Big True, where you made that comment. I do see you. I do pay attention to all the comments. You 100% right. You was like, after listening to the story and really taking your time to listen, I appreciate you, because when I first was going to start uploading on Big True, you know, I did my research, and you know, and it says racist is racist, and I'm like, well, I know how to deal with racist people. I'm up in there, baby. I ain't never scared, you know. And I think Big Chew have been giving me the most play as a content creator. And if it is racist, those people are keeping it real with me. You know, I did have some people say some retarded stuff, but that's okay. I like for you to show who you are. It don't really bother me. Been called all names in the books. And God called me the child of God. So with that goes to say, I just want to say you are correct. We do have a big abundance of oil and gold in Haiti, which other countries allegedly want it. Okay. Now, are we about to get into this? All right, this is going to be the last one where this is a little controversial to get off for YouTube. Okay, I love you, YouTube. Thank you for letting me go live today. And thank you for popping your head in with Grace Levi. You know what I do. All right, so this is what we're going to be showing you now. Hey, it's either racism or stupidity. Who the fuck does this? These people just lost their damn mind. I think that's what I think is evil. I think it's the portals of darkness that's open. Okay, making people crazy. Woman arrested in connection with the shooting death of a Black Florida mother who was killed after knocking on the neighbor's door.
58-year-old Susan Lawrence is charged with manslaughter with a firearm, a first-degree felony with a maximum sentence of 30 years in prison. This is Lawrence's mugshot. Fox 35 got it minutes before 1 o'clock this morning. First appearance begins at 9 a.m. We are in contact with jail officials about whether she is scheduled for that time. The arrest follows a day of protest over the death of A.J. Owens, who was killed after being shot through her neighbor's door.
Yeah, the pair were allegedly in a dispute over a children's tablet as well. And Randy Hildreth is live outside the Marion County Jail this morning. Randy, the sheriff has spoken exclusively with Fox 35 about the arrest and the ongoing feud between these two neighbors.
Hey, good morning to you both. And one of the more difficult pieces of information that's come out of this investigation is that Owens's children were key witnesses in piecing this story together. I do want to break down the very latest that we got from the sheriff's office in the series of events that unfolded that day that ultimately led to Owens being shot. Now, one of the things that the sheriff's office has said is that Lawrence was angry at Owens's children who were playing in a field near her home. We're told that she started yelling at them, which was overheard by a neighbor. One witness says that Lawrence used racial slurs towards the children. Deputies confirmed she threw a roller skate at the children and one was hit. And they do say that an older sibling of Owens went to the home first to talk to Lawrence, and she swung an umbrella at them. And that's when they say Owens went to the home and knocked on the door. They say Lawrence fired one shot through the closed front door and it hit Owens in her chest with her 10-year-old standing next to her. I want to show viewers that mugshot again that we got overnight. Now, Lawrence claimed that the shooting was self-defense and that Owens tried to break down her door, but investigators say between witness statements and surveillance video, that was not true, and Florida's stand your ground law doesn't work in this case. In that exclusive interview with Sheriff Billy Woods, he acknowledged the growing calls for Lawrence's arrest, including protests yesterday, but he said investigators needed more time to go through everything.
We know the direction is going and we can't give out information, and it's difficult because here's the truth. Did we want to make the arrest that night? Absolutely we did. There's no doubt about it. It's tragic when we see somebody that just shoots through a door and shoots another human being, really just because of a neighborhood squabble.
Now, Attorney Benjamin Crump, the civil rights attorney who is representing the family, released a statement. He is pushing for continued accountability as they continue to work through this investigation. He called in question the stand your ground law. He is expected to have a news conference at noon today with Owens' family. Coming up in the next 30 minutes, I'll have more reaction. Live this morning, Randy Hildreth, Fox 35 News.
All right. So, I'm going to give you some good commentary behind that. Now, what I think is going on, too, is all fear as well. Not all. Fear is a major factor in the way that these people are behaving and mental illness. And I think the long COVID got something to do with it, allegedly. Having people having more anxiety, depression, erratic behavior. So with a lot of these factors going on, you have these tragic situations, and on top of the race baiting that's going on in Florida. I said it. Florida done trick people to come down there talking about freedom, and then all of a sudden we wipe out all the freedom. We want all the gays, we want all the blacks out of Florida now. Florida is gunning for that. Okay, so what that goes to say, you have the class of people or the nation of people who believes they are a protective class and acting every which way. Obviously, she's not protected because she didn't even know the law. First and foremost, whoever you are, white, black, whatever, if you're in a state that allows you to carry guns, open carry state, you need to know the laws about how to use that gun. You can't go everywhere with the gun. You can't take it into schools, certain places, as well as when you're to do it, to discharge the gun lawfully. Now, in her situation, it was unlawfully because at the end of the day, the door was closed. There was no physical harm going on or no threat that she could actually really say or prove. If they didn't see on the video that the young Black mother was banging down the door, kicking down the door, then, even that in itself was not totally the right of a gun holder to shoot through the door. Just know it's never okay to shoot through the door. At least open the door and let them run in. I'm just saying. I ain't telling you what to do, what not to do. But that so she totally lost her whole life, both parties, over a dumb squabble and racism. We are adults, and that's why I had said in the last live, and nurses, racism is a mental illness. Prejudice is a racial illness, mental illness. Anything that makes you act erratic like this and make dumb ass decisions that you should not make as an adult, a mindful adult, it doesn't matter how you feel. You can feel whatever. We went through our feelings. We went through feelings as a kid. Now it's all handle your business, move forward, let people be them, get your money, do your thing. If you can't focus on that and you let someone, the visual of them make you so upset that you'll do this, then you deserve to be in jail. Then, hey, yo. And that's all I got to say. I don't feel no sympathy for this old lady. She need to get her life together. I really like old people. She's a big dumbass fool. The big dumbass fool. The big dummy. Okay, so now we're going to be getting into a little bit more controversial topic. Now, this is going to get a little rough, so I don't know how long I can stay on YouTube with this, because y'all know I be playing YouTube with a grain of salt. But we did come up with this is one of my favorite content creators on Instagram. I like them. I like their page. It's called Club Rico Podcast. If you don't know who it is, subscribe to him. He has a lot of different things on his broadcast. A little out there, I be trying to be just a little bit politically correct. Not for the mainstream, but for God. But at the end of the day, I love most of the things that he posts, and I share it in my stories all the time. So shout out to Club Rico Podcast. Follow them. So he put up this very interesting podcast. 70-year-old predator travels to meet dad and daughter. I love young women. I think parents should be more involved in their kids' sexual activities. This is the world that we're coming to. So we're going to let you watch this, and then we're going to give my commentary, because these people that lost their damn mind.
Watch as he heads straight for the door, milkshake in hand for the child he thinks he's coming to meet. A sheriff's detective posing as the dad meets Donnie outside.
How are you?
I'm Donnie.
Glad to meet you. Likewise. Yes, sure. Come on in.
Thank you.
Hey, babe. Look who brought you a shake.
Got yourself.
Got a shake. Come on in, please. Come in.
Okay, thank you.
How was your drive?
Great.
Can I take the shake?
All right.
I'll just sit right here. Please have a seat.
Oh, that was good.
Was it? How's traffic?
Look at this.
Not bad.
No.
75 bad.
75, yeah. It's hit or miss.
75 is always bad.
Yeah.
What else? There's doing a lot of construction in Indiana.
For safety reasons, we've altered the female decoy's voice.
Hey,
It's a long drive. What do you think of her?
beautiful young lady. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. You nervous?
Such a young girl. She's so beautiful, isn't she?
Oh, tell me about it. Grown up?
Yeah, just a little nervous. Not really used to this.
Very nervous. Have you ever done this before? This is our first time.
Yeah.
You have?
Uh-huh.
With kids of her
It'll be
age?
fine.
I listen in on Donnie's conversation with the detective and the decoy.
You've done this before?
You'll be fine.
Oh, just give me a second.
I'm telling you, she's really nervous.
And at times I cringe at what I'm hearing.
This is something you're wanting to do.
She'll do whatever.
You'll be great.
Yeah, I just do what I'm told.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy's girl, huh?
Absolutely.
That's a wonderful
She is.
wedding.
We want to make sure she's safe.
Yes.
You've done this before? I mean,
Yeah.
make her feel better. Like, I mean, that's what makes her feel better. Like, this is.
Yeah, I mean, I've been with. Sometimes I just need to be like talked through it, you know. Well, yeah, we're going to be very slow, very easy, and we're going to catch a lot, play a lot.
Oh my God.
I know she was concerned. You said you're safe. Like, she don't get pregnant. At 13, you've had to go to
oh, good Lord,
pregnant.
No, I've had a vasectomy forever.
Okay.
On
I had 2 kids, so I'm.
I mean, anybody this young though,
Anybody this young?
Yeah.
I have been with another 13-year-old.
Okay.
on himself again.
How'd that go? Was that okay?
With sugar.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes me feel a little bit better. I'll tell you a little bit about me. I love younger women. I absolutely adore them. You've done a great job with her. I can tell.
What do you mean?
You brought her up right.
What do you mean? Like,
Sexually.
Yeah.
What up, ready?
You mean with the
Mm-hmm.
with Dad helping her through this stuff?
Absolutely.
You think
It's
that's
the right thing.
I think that's very important.
that Dad helps her sexually?
I think that parents should be more involved in their kids' sexual activities. Personally, I think it's a shame that they don't.
Yeah, it was tough, but we worked through it.
Well, that's great. Well, sit down and have your shake.
Okay, well, you want to go put it inside?
Yeah. I'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah, you ready to get this started?
If you like.
Yeah.
Now, are you joining this?
Share yourself.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, get up.
That's what you thought.
Since Donnie said he knew what this was, it should be no surprise then that he's put in cuffs and read his rights.
And I love the ending to this. The actual original post came from Spiritual World. Like and subscribe to them, and then they posted on Intra Post 20. These are pages that I follow because they be finding the real stuff. Did y'all just watch that whole thing? Now, back in the day, people said that the P was going to be coming in the LGBTQ, whatever, you know. And then we got allegedly pedophilia. Okay, now we already talked about where this school teacher, it was a college professor who's been trying to incorporate the subject matter of older people loving kids, you know, that can happen, and how kids can prove or give consent through behaviors, you know, even, you know, suggestions behavior. Baby, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Most likely it's not going to be on YouTube, but we got to, because since this is Gay Pride, what month? We're going to show some pride, baby. Okay, so I will say, yeah. Okay, I'm about to offend somebody. I'm about to be offended, because that's what we do here. I have declared myself a transgender man that is asexual, okay? And a panda. You see the white and black, baby? I got it all. I got it all. You say I'm being disrespectful. I could be what I want to be. I could be what I want to be in America. So I'm a transgender man. Was a man, you know, because I be feeling like, oh, you know, the testosterone be coming out in me. And, you know, but I look like a female. So I got to be, you know, transgender because of that, you know, just, and then asexual, because you know I'm abstinent, guys. I tell you that all the time, you know, till God send that right, in this case, partner, to be politically correct. I'm just gonna hold out for the Most High. So asexual, nobody. Panda, because I like Kung Fu Panda. Baby, I'm soft and cuddly, and I'll cut your head off. Kung Fu Panda. Don't forget it. I'm that for the whole month of June. Be offended. Be offended. Trans asexual panda. Panda. Okay, let me stop. I'm acting up today on Uncensored. If everybody can act the way they want to, then I can act the way I want to. Okay? Because I'm a panda. Say it. Say something. All right, we're gonna keep this. Y'all already know what I am. That's what I identify. Say something. You can identify what you want to too. I won't hate on you. I don't hate on them. As long as they ain't trying to touch my kids and be all in my face, butt ball naked. I don't even like my kids walking around butt ball naked. I don't want to see my son penis. I don't see my daughter cuckoo and stuff. You think I want to see yours? I push them out. Only people stuff that I see like that is what I'm getting paid for as a nurse. If I gotta wipe your butt, help you out, stick a Foley in there, but I'm not about to be just seeing you twerking open, buffet open, and have it up. That's why I've been taking kids out of school. I told them that this was gonna happen, but I'm going on a rampage. Now let's get into just one more. Okay, so a man. Now this is where your rights come in, people. I think you better listen because this man literally got arrested for no reason, even though I think the charges is going to be dropped. Now, we have a whole lot of gay parades going on. The gay parades going on right now because I'm going to share with you, allegedly, they saying it's a state of emergency. I don't know how it's a state of emergency. We don't really care about what you do. I'm going to be honest. The heterosexual people, right now, when this month is over, I'm just gonna be the regular heterosexual. Right now, I'm trans, asexual, panda. But honestly, in my opinion, heterosexual people really don't care about LGBT. We really don't care. The only thing is that you're literally shoving it down our throat and then trying to inoculate our kids into it. What is the problem with having your own beliefs in your own home? That's why I don't mind separate but equal, because people are very outlandish with their behaviors. You can feel and do what you want to do, but you cannot push that on people. Just like we're not trying to push this on you. The society has been set by a social norm that was actually in the Bible. Then once you say the Bible, your Bible pushing it and God loves everybody. But no. God don't love everybody. That's a whole lie. I read the Bible and God don't like anything that is of Satan. He doesn't like anything that is against nature and against his commandments. It is what it is. She keeps saying it consistently in the Old Testament. The New Testament, I'm going to just let y'all know, the Christian Bible pushers, because I love you guys, but y'all really got to understand. Get from just in the New Testament and just start at the beginning of the book. Okay? My thing is, how do you read a book from the middle of the book and then read it to the end and you know everything? Baby, it's called start from the beginning of the book, figure out who the tribes, what's the covenant, why we lost the covenant, what's going on with the rest of you nations, and why there were 2 times in the Bible that blasphemy happened and God was wiped it out. Okay, people don't talk about this all the time, but I do my research. So the first one happened, in Sodom and Gomorrah. People be offended. Be offended. Okay, it is what it is. You wiped y'all asses out before. Okay, allegedly. Now, there was another time, and I believe that's in Samuel, because I was reading Samuel, and it really shocked me. Now, this is for the Hebrews. Baby, go ahead and think that you won't be judged, black people. Okay, let me just tell you. So, this was the tribe of Benjamin. Now, it really caught me because I'm from the tribe of Levi and Benjamin. My father's side of the family is from Barbados. Okay, that's why I got this Rihanna forehead and stuff. You read what I'm saying with the Haitian spirit. So, what that goes to say, come to find out, I'm just giving y'all some biblical teaching. Y'all go read Samuel, the whole book, not just like a word, a sentence. God said it, loved it all. That's not how the Bible works. Read it like a story. So let me just tell y'all, blasphemy twice in the Bible, because y'all say, no, God love everybody. That's a daggone lie. I think Samuel was going into the New Testament, right? So basically, allegedly, one of the tribe's pastors was traveling through an area through the tribes because he thought it was going to be safer. And that area happened to be the tribes of Benjamin area. When he went in there, someone on the street, it was similar to Sodom and Gomorrah. One of the tribe members went to him and said, hey, what you doing out here, sir? Da, da, da. The Levites say, hey, I'm just traveling through. I need to sleep tonight. Just and nobody offered me to sleep. He said, hey, you can sleep with us. Because the Levites was definitely loved in the tribes because we were supposed to be the prophets. We were the one that you guys are supposed to hold us down while we hold you down spiritually and preach the gossip. Okay, the gospel, not the gossip, the gospel of God. Now, what ended up happening when he brought the Levite in his house, all of a sudden the door knocked. Boom, 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 boom. Who's in there? And he's like, huh, what do you mean? He said, who's let us see him. Let us see him. So the gentleman, which was part of Benjamin, said, no, you can't. I don't want y'all to do this to him. What are y'all trying to do? Okay. And they knew that this was a man and his wife that came here. So instead of them sending the Levite out, the man, they sent the Levite wife out. Okay. I'm telling you the story. Y'all need to read the whole book of Samuel. There's 2 chapters to it. Just read it like a story. And I'm telling y'all why it's blasphemy. Now don't tell me that God said he loved all the people. He don't like certain things. And that's just what he put in the book. Now I just gonna be following what he said. Do what you do. I'm in my own world. Because when I go, I'm going with this body. Do you? But all we saying is don't put this on us. So what ended up happening is that the wife was taken that night. Okay, I'm telling y'all biblical stories because I know the Bible. And they did their bad numbers to her. She was left on the porch in the morning. And you know, I know this bag, the Bible just get a little crazy. But the Levite had to sacrifice his wife because she was impure and she was defiled. Okay. What that goes to say, when they were traveling to the next town, they said, what happened? Judah, it was Judah and I think Israel, because Judah was Israel still split up, but I think it was Judah. They went to the next town. It was Judah. They told what happened, and they went and prayed. The Levi went and prayed, and God said, wipe them out. And he said, wait, wipe out Benjamin? He said, wipe out the tribe. They are defiled. They are of Satan and okay? So they had to literally wipe out all of Benjamin, mostly, except for like 200 men who went into the woods, okay? Okay? I'm telling you a real story. Benjamin was about to be wiped out. Benjamin is the black tribes, okay? So don't think that you can live this life. Biblically, it said it. Killed them all. Kids, everybody. In the book. In the Bible version. In the King James version. I'm not even talking about other sources that I go to. This is the King James version. Okay? Listen to it. And God allowed. So what we did was pray as the tribes. I know this is a long story, but you're going to learn it today. Shit. We're going to talk about gay stuff. We're going to talk about the real stuff. Go ahead. Go try to save your soul. God, we pray, we say we cannot wipe out all of Benjamin. There's 200 of the men in there. And if we wipe out Benjamin, that is the incompletion of the tribes. The covenant will not be ever fulfilled. So God allowed Benjamin to actually procreate with the Moabites. Okay. And I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. Just know that it's twice in the Bible, not one time in the Bible, but twice where God went in on blasphemy. Okay. He said. So anyway, let's get to the story. I had to tell y'all that long ass story, but I don't care because y'all know God. Y'all gonna know him today. I'm here to offend you. Be offended. You can read it your daggone self. Okay, man yelling Bible verses at parade event arrested. So we did watch it. This not the one. This not the video because I had watched it. It was on another content creator, and literally he barely even said anything. Man was arrested for disorderly conduct after shouting Bible verses to protesters at the parade event despite warning from police. The incident took place on Tuesday morning at the public Pride Month event in Reading, a Pennsylvania city located roughly 64 miles from Philadelphia. The man, Damian Atkins, was captured on video in the altercation with police patrolling near the event after he attempted to shout a verse from Corinthians. Let them have their day, and officers said respect it. Let them have their day. Now let's watch this because he was saying something happened. He was just like I don't know. To hear it.
God, this is public property within respect. Oh, I'm respecting it. That's another. You know who's cheering for us? The people that are in hell. So you do you, and I'm going to do me. This is public property. You. God is not. That's it.
See, as soon as he said God, the demon said roosh, roosh. Now, this guy was not really crazy. He was standing his ground and he's saying, like, this is what he said. When I saw the interview, he basically said that he get on all his people like this. He said his friends, his family, like, did you read in the Bible? Did you do this? Did you do like he really a Bible pushing Christian? You see what I'm saying? So he's saying that this is not uncommon behavior, but he never wanted to exclude them as being gay. He's just letting you know what God said. and who gonna be burned to hell. He want to save as many lives as possible. But what this goes to say, I don't see any disorderly conduct here. Okay, it was very low key. You can see what happened. And he literally just he said, "God, he's." Okay, now the reason why I'm highlighting this because there was an incident a couple of weeks ago that took place at a college where it just went ballistic, where basically the LGBT representative, whatever, the children, they were chasing down a woman that was talking up for heterosexual. They chased her into a room. The police barely was blocking her. They were swinging on the police, all types of shit. And I didn't see people get locked up real fast. I didn't see the LGBTQ getting locked up when they are so violent. You cannot say you don't see these people getting violent and screaming and yelling and things like that. Now, when we have protests and people are destroying stuff and doing stuff, understandable. It's not acceptable. Sometimes people be hurt, things like that. But this particular situation where nobody died and you just trying to make us live the life you live, that you could be so violent. I just want to let y'all know, LGBTQ, you can't compare your fight with black fight. Okay? Yep, some of you been dying, but most of us been dying. And we've been dying over 1,000 years. Thousands of years. Okay? So stop comparing what y'all go through to us. You do you, and we do us. You do you, and we do us. It's completely different. Okay, so I wanted to highlight this because the same energy that they have for this man, they need to have for everyone who actually really violates disorderly conduct. Okay, so y'all be saying that I don't love people because I protect what's right, and he was right. Okay, it's right. It is what it is. So basically, what they're saying now is that the LGBTQ has declared the state of emergency after new Florida law is signed. Now, let's see what Florida law has been signed. I think we're doing good. If we're doing good on YouTube, let me know. Hit the like button, please, so we can get in the algorithm of YouTube. Don't just watch the page. Hit the like button so we can get in the algorithm, please. Anyway, we got other platforms, so God's going to get us there. Now, allegedly, the LGBTQ right organization is calling a state of emergency because of Florida. Florida is off the damn hook. That's all I'm telling you. I told y'all Florida off the hook. I'm going to call it what it is. They trying to get everybody up out of Florida. I don't know what their plan is, but baby, they trying to have a white utopia. Anglo-Saxon. I said it. Be offended. You know, if you come in here, you're going to be offended. Somebody going to be offended. That's what I do. That's what Levi do. LGBTQ right organization declares state of emergency after new Florida law signed. This was updated on June 7th, a few days ago. Let's see what the heck they are.
America's largest LGBTQ rights organization has declared a national state of emergency. This comes just weeks before a series of laws restricting transgender health care, education, and public restrooms are set to go into effect.
Yeah, but there's already an impact, according to people living right here in Orlando and researchers who are following it all. Watch Anika Hope shares exactly how this legislation is affecting people right now.
Jeff Starks is a proud member of not only the Orlando business community as owner of Maffrey's Good Goods in Ivanhoe, but also Orlando's LGBTQ plus community.
I've been here 26 years, and since I've owned this business, for 3 being next to Hammered Lamb, and once a month they have a drag show. I know that those particular days draw a huge crowd. It brings business into my shop.
But Stark says he's spoken to LGBTQ plus customers and friends who are feeling more and more uneasy as a flurry of Florida laws are set to go into effect. Laws that many consider to be discriminatory.
I actually had 2 gals send me a note via Instagram who live in the UK and said, hey, we've heard what's going on in Florida. We want to check in on you and just see how you're doing.
That concern, along with a wave of new laws, is why the Human Rights Campaign issued a national state of emergency. It's also why the organization's Catherine Oakley says active allies are needed more than ever.
Among the most important things that this report is doing is issuing a call to action for folks who maybe are a little bit more on the sidelines of this issue.
The impact of laws already passed can be measured, according to Professor Abby Goldberg from Clark University. She conducted studies with LGBTQ families 3 and 6 months after the Parental Rights and Education Law was passed.
And I found that about 2/3 of them wanted to move, that 25% of them had taken steps to move.
Mayor Buddy Dyer told me that while LGBTQ plus travel warnings have been issued for the state of Florida, he hopes Orlando can be an exception.
I truly feel like we are in this special little bubble here in Orlando where, we're not immune from, things that are not kind here. But for the most part, Orlando is truly a safe haven.
Anika Hope, West 2 News.
Yeah, so that goes to say, let's just pause that right there. So they feel like at this point that their life is in danger. This comes just weeks away from the series of law restricting transgender healthcare, education, and public restrooms. Now, what I will say on a few of these topics, first and foremost, it is very uncomfortable as a woman for a transgender man to come in. I'm just gonna tell you, I'll be uncomfortable. Y'all tell me how y'all feel coming into the bathroom and, doing a little thing, especially knowing that people are bisexual, things like that. The only reason why it will bother me too is because what I've noticed is that people in this community lead with their sexuality. So I tell me you don't, not all of them, but the way they show LGBTQ is that everything is sexual. And I really don't want to be part of that all the time. I don't need nobody coming in the bathroom being a little whatever and acting weird. So I do think that we should have gender neutral bathrooms, a man bathroom and a woman bathroom, and everybody is okay. It's not fair to punctuate everybody when we're all not totally comfortable with that lifestyle. Okay. Now, again, I want you to say, because it makes me think about Black people in when we were trying to, be incorporated in the United States system. One thing about being Black and being transgender, gay, and things like that, being Black is not a choice. We can't wipe it off. It's how we was born. So it's nothing we can do. You can behave and change today, be this way today, and another way tomorrow. I'm saying that to you, LGBTQ plus, stop putting yourself in the same league with us Black people. Black people realize we're not in the same league with them. We have nothing to do with this. We have enough problems. I'm just telling you. Okay? This is a message to the Black people. Mind your business, because what they're saying is, we need to get the outliners up in here. We the outliners. We the tilters of shit. Just that allegedly 30%. And some guy was like, no, actually 23% of the population, I said, okay, if that's what you want to say, even though mixing Black with anything turn Black, but I'll let y'all do the statistics, whatever makes you happy. But with that goes to say, we need to mind our business. They believe they're in a state of emergency. We have Solomon and Gomorrah going against the government. That uncensored. I know I offended you. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend nobody. Well, Jesus, I know you did it all the time. Okay, Jesus did it all the time, so I'm just gonna move on. I don't care. Be offended. I don't want to offend people, but just got to tell the truth. I be trying to be nice, but baby, cut it out. You're not in a state of emergency. Nobody really cares what you're doing. It's just that you put it in people's damn face. We don't want your senior in our face. We don't want that in front of our kids. If I'm not splitting my legs open in front of my kids, I don't want you splitting your legs open in front of my kids. The fuck? You can live. You can be yourself. Be professional. When I go to work, I can't be as like this because I got to be professional. When I go out in society, I believe that I could be more looser at home, and I make sure that I, respect society because we're of the world. The world is not yours; it's everybody. So we have to respect people. So that's what I'm saying. LGBTQ plus. Stop. Okay, just stop. Stop right now. Don't include us in it. You're not in a state of emergency. It's all in your mind. Just stay in your own world, live your sexual lives, but don't push that on other people. That's all I'm saying. The next thing we want to go into also is they talking about them trying to stop the transgender surgery. It's a problem. It's a problem. We talk about this on Nurses to Nurses News Network. I hope I'm still on YouTube because YouTube probably censored me. But it's a problem because guess what? These people are being transgendered at a young age. Their psychological integrity is not even being addressed. A lot of them coming in, they're being manipulated into being transgender with threats of, oh, he's going to have suicide if you don't do this type of stuff. We already showed you this on Nurses to Nurses. Their words, not mine. Literally transgenders who got their self cut off. Now they're literally eunuchs. Okay. Eunuchs mean they don't have any nothing, and then they can't even have pleasure anymore because their organs is so messed up from all of these surgeries. Some of them are getting infections back to back, some of them needing dialysis and all types of stuff, and then most of them are coming out sterile. Okay, when they want to detransition, they don't have the health care. So I respect Florida to a certain extent because you're going to start something that you don't even want to finish. You're just literally just chop. $80,000 surgery, $80,000 surgery. You need another one. And then you did your flap not long enough. Let's go in. We need another flap. But you're not really, why does this person have an eating disorder? Why is this person sad? What are they actually seeing? We're not even addressing those type of things. But I can see. Now, right here is the corruption of, okay, everything we are about to endure. Let's see what this next one is about. Hold on. It's still about the LGBTQ. I told y'all. We're about to get into it. So I'm hoping that YouTube don't be too offended because you know they be sensitive. But baby, it is what it is. I'm a soldier of love. Let's go. Let's see what this is about.
Testimony will come from a woman who worked inside an inspector general's office at HHS who says, quote, today children will work overnight shifts at slaughterhouses.
Okay, hold on. That was about the child abuse going on in slaughterhouses. I had to bring that back up again. All right. So this is over the school board help. Okay. Now this is going to be the last one. Now this is a school, well, two. The Muslims feel away too. Okay, let me show you this thing I came across with the Muslims over here acting like a damn fool. They said, oh, you think we about to be quiet? We ain't about to be quiet. We got something in our book that say something ain't right here. So this is how the Muslims feel. I hope they ain't going to start doing their shahada because we don't need all these people warring with each other. I'm not being funny because we got very extreme people who live very, very strong about things that they just need to back the hell up and just live their own life and let God judge.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
Parents and candidates sends message.
Any message you'd like to send today to Justice? Leave your kids alone. What? Yes. Leave the kids alone, she says, ladies and gentlemen. Leave the kids alone. All right.
That's what they have said. Just said leave them damn kids alone. I can't be mad at them. So this is the last thing that we're going to be showing you tonight. And this is over the school board helping teachers circumcise parents' right, knowing what is going on with their children. And again, this is brought to you by Club Rico Podcast. Please go to their YouTube page. I really appreciate the things that he posts. And he's real, as far as a content creator, he's honorable because if he takes something from somebody else's page, he literally puts their name up there. Me, I usually just put y'all in my stories. I'll just put it in my stories and y'all get the view, whatever I like. But I really respect him. So let's watch his video. Alan. All right, and we're gonna stop right there because YouTube don't like violence. So basically, it was a fight that broke out. And I don't know. This is what it's saying. Pedophilia becoming legal does not begin with adults admitting to wanting to have illegal eggs with kids. No, actually, it will be kids who are manipulated by adult teachers who will fight for the rights to choose to have eggs with adults. You know what? It's so funny because that's what it said. And that the kids will supersede their adults. And I done told y'all, don't be scared of these kids. Y'all supposed to be teaching these kids right, no matter what they thinking. If they want to go be living their life like this, you just gonna have to get them to God. But you can't have that in your house. Okay, parents, I don't care what color you are. If you don't agree with something, don't have that in your house. You're going to suffer the consequences with it, even if it's not LGBTQP. What if it's just sexual crazy sexual life, drug life, those type of things? Just don't be an enabler. So basically, this is what's going on around the world. You have been live with Grace Levi. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this live. I did make it through the whole live without being too controversial. I hope for YouTube. I want to send a shout out to Big Chew as well as Rumble. Y'all guys are amazing. YouTube, thank you so much for allowing me to broadcast on YouTube. You guys just be staring at me. Hit the like button. I know it ain't a dislike button, but do something, because y'all asses just do nothing. Hey, Glenn, how are you? He says what is it? The Pink Swanson speaks on how homosexuality will be brought into the school. It also lists how most serial killers were conditioned. Check that book. Yes, baby, we will. Let's highlight that comment. Show the comment. This is one of my best friends. Yes, sir. All right. I appreciate you, Glenn, for joining us tonight and leaving that resource with us. I'm gonna actually write it down, because once I write it down, I'm gonna go look it up, and I'll share it on Research or Die. Swastika, the pink swastika. I'm saying it wrong. Swastika. Anyway, I love you guys, and I appreciate you being with us today. Gotta go.
Answer. Because you are that, you are capable. You are gifted, and you are so unique. All of the things that you may hate about yourself are your strengths. It's okay to be soft. It's okay to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just be. The world awaits to receive you.
The real estate market often seems like a distant world where only an elite of experts is successful. In a time of so much uncertainty in the air and bad news, realist investing can seem intimidating. But today, I want to tell you that if you make the right decision today, you can enter the real estate market from the back door. Bad credit record? No credit at all? Do you dread the idea of having a home loan? Do you dream of owning investment properties? You are in the right place and right time, because we have created a program which is a tax lien and deed investment online course of only 14 hours. This course is specially designed for people like you who have big dreams. You will learn at your own pace and everything from your home computer. This is your chance. Join our membership for $19.99 a year. What are you waiting for? Visit our website primetimehomebuyerBuyback.org and sign up today for course access.
Experience a global